Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for checking out my content. I really appreciate it. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 key things that you must understand to help you to pick the right products to private label to sell on your Shopify store. So I do know that quite a lot of you guys are struggling to pick good products to private label to sell online, but I guarantee you that if you watch this entire video, I'm going to be sharing with you some key elements that's going to help you to pick good products to private label to sell online. So if you want to learn exactly what those 5 things are, I highly recommend you watch this entire video. Welcome back guys. Thank you so much for staying on this video. I really appreciate it. If this is your first time here, my name is Kirk Buchanan, and on this channel I teach people how to start and grow their own businesses on the internet. So if you've always wanted to start a business online, or maybe you just want to grow your existing business, I highly recommend that you get subscribed to my channel because I'm always putting out great quality content to teach you exactly how to do that. Okay, with that said, let me just dive right into it and share with you guys the 5 key things that's going to help you to pick good products to private label to sell on your Shopify store. Okay guys, so the very first key element that you want to make sure that you pay very close attention to whenever you're planning to private label products from China to import and sell on your online platform, whether it be Shopify, Amazon, eBay, or any other platform for that matter, is of course the size and the weight of that product. The size and weight of the product is going to impact your import costs, it's going to impact your storage cost, it's going to impact your selling price, and also your shipping cost to your end customers. So you have to make sure that you're paying very close attention to the size and weight of the product that you're planning to sell. I highly recommend that you try to find products that are relatively small and quite affordable to ship. This is the first thing you want to make sure that you identify in a product before you consider private labeling a product to sell on your Shopify store. This is especially true for newbies and people who are just getting started with their small businesses. If you have an established large business and you have your own warehouse space and you can actually import containers or pallet loads, then this may not be a very big factor for you. But as a newbie, someone just starting out trying to private label products to sell online, I highly recommend you try to find products that are relatively small and relatively lightweight. This is going to save you a lot of money and it's going to help you to actually grow your business at a much faster rate. So make sure you pay very close attention to the size and weight of the product. The second key element that you must pay very close attention to before you private label a product to sell online is of course the import restrictions and any other resale implications that may be associated with a product. There are certain products that you can find on Alibaba or AliExpress that may be good products to sell just by face value, but these products are actually not products that you can legally import and sell in your country. So some countries have certain restrictions on some products, so you have to make sure that the products you're trying to import and sell are actually legally acceptable by your country's laws. So you have to make sure that you do some research to find out if that's a product that you can actually private label and import to sell in your country. What I highly recommend is that you do some research on the internet, and if you're not able to find information on that product, you can contact your customs department to find out if that's a product that you can actually legally import and resell. So you want to make sure that you pay very close attention to this, as I've seen so many people try to import certain products such as some weaponry or certain kind of knives, etc., that are not legally importable in their countries. So make sure you pay very close attention to this before you make the mistake of going ahead and actually private labeling a product just to find out that this is not a product that you can legally import and sell in your country. So make sure you pay very close attention to this, as it can save you a lot of time and money if you choose to go about it the right way. The next key element that you have to make sure that you pay extremely close attention to before you go ahead and private label a product to sell on your online store is of course to make sure that you assess the value that is associated with that product. You have to make sure that the product that you're trying to private label brings value to the end customer. So people buy product for the value that the product adds to their life. So you have to make sure that any product that you're planning to private label to sell on the internet adds value to people's life. So basically, there are two main questions you need to ask yourself about a product and be able to answer before you go ahead and private label that product. These two questions will help you to assess the value that is associated with that product. The first question is, how will this product improve the end user's life? So you have to make sure that you're able to answer that question very clearly and easily. The second question is, how will this product make the end user feel? So people buy products based on how products make them feel, their emotions. So you have to make sure that there's a certain amount of feeling associated with that product. How will people feel to own the product that you're trying to sell? If you do that, I can almost assure you that you'll be selling products that will be adding value to people's life. The fourth element that's going to help you to pick the right products to private label to sell on your online store has to do with the quality of that product. I highly recommend you pay very close attention to the quality of the product that you are planning to private label. And how do you go about doing this? You have to make sure you request samples from your suppliers. I spoke about samples in one of my other videos in this series of videos about private labeling products from AliExpress. So if you haven't seen that video yet, make sure you watch that video to understand exactly how to go about requesting samples from your suppliers. Okay, so make sure that the product quality is great. I highly recommend that you also analyze how it compares with other similar products on the market. So you want to make sure that your product is in line with other similar products or better than other similar products already on the market. There are also two questions that I have for you to help you to determine if a product quality is good that I'm going to be sharing with you right now. So you want to make sure that you ask yourself these two questions about a product to help you to determine if the product is of good enough quality for you to private label and sell on your Shopify store. The first question is this: is this product better than product X that carries a similar price? So that's the first question you have to ask yourself. And if you can answer yes to that question, then of course that may be a good enough product for you to private label. The second question about quality that you have to ask yourself is this: is this product durable and will it serve the customers well enough to share it with their friends? If you can also answer yes to this question, then of course that's a good enough product as it relates to quality that you should go ahead and private label to sell on your online store. Okay guys, so far I've shared with you 4 of the 5 key elements to help you to pick the right products to private label to sell on your online store. If you have been enjoying this content so far, I'd really appreciate it if you drop a like on this video, subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to check out the resources in the video description. The last but definitely not the least important element to picking a good product to private label to sell on your Shopify store is something which I'm sure you thought about when you saw this video, and that has to do with the profits associated with private labeling and selling that product. So you have to make sure that the profits that you can actually generate from private labeling and selling that product is enough to have and grow a sustainable business. This is extremely important. You enter into business to make a profit, and if the product that you're interested in private labeling and selling is not competitive enough for you to make money and have a sustainable business, then maybe that's just not a product that you should consider private labeling or may want to sell on the internet. So you want to make sure that the products that you're planning to private label is of a fair price that consumers are willing to pay for that product. And if you have to mark up that product to some exorbitant prices in order for you to make a product, then maybe that's a product that you want to stay away from. So make sure that whatever product you plan to private label, that you can actually sell it at a fair price, a price at which the market will be comfortable paying for that product, and that you can actually sell it at that price and still make a profit to help you to grow and sustain your private label business. So there you have it guys. Those are the 5 key things you need to focus on to help you to pick the right products to private label label to sell on your online store. And just in case you guys don't remember exactly what those are, you want to make sure that you pay very close attention to the size and weight of the product. You have to make sure that you pay attention to import restrictions on that product. You have to make sure that that product brings value to the end customer. You have to make sure the product is of good quality, good enough quality that the consumers will be comfortable buying and sharing that product with other people. And finally, you have to make sure that you can actually private label and sell that product and make a profit. So I really do hope you found value in this video. If you did, please go ahead and drop a like on this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment. And finally, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because just like this video, I will be uploading more videos to teach you guys exactly how to grow your own business on the internet. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.